Minasan, konnichiwa. ちょっと待ってください。Minasan, konnichiwa. Hello everyone. So for today we will study the kanji. The first 103 kanji that you need to learn if you want to pass Jlpt N5. Okay? And then we will divide it in 5 to 6 lessons. Okay, so for the next few days, we will be studying kanji. Okay, so let's start. じゃあ始めましょう、皆さん。Okay, the kanji is actually kanji has actually different readings. So you can see in here, we have here onyomi and kunyomi. So these are the readings. So minasan, onyomi refers to the Chinese reading of a character. Okay, Chinese. And then for kunyomi, it refers to Japanese reading, since we are studying Japanese language. So on top of that, you can see the meaning of the character. And then below is the vocabulary, means it shows a sample word made out of that character. Okay, so again, onyomi for Chinese reading and kunyomi for Japanese reading. Ne, minasan? And then we can see below the character there is the number, a specific number of stroke, meaning how many times do you need to write it. The stroke, okay? Is it a continuous stroke? Or how many strokes do we have for each character? For example, this one, we only have one stroke. Okay, so you just need to write it once from left to right. Okay, so this is the stroke. So this is the first character that we have. So this is what we called ichi. In English, the meaning is one. Okay, one. Ichi. One. So you just need to write it once as well. Write it once. So the meaning is one. So why do we have the onyomi and kunyomi reading? Since the Japanese got these letters or characters from Chinese, that's why, and they are Japanese, so that's why we have a different kind of readings. So originally from Chinese, the letters, okay, that's why they have the Chinese reading as well, Chinese and Japanese reading. So this one is, for example, vocabulary, we have the hitokuchi. Hitokuchi is one bite, no? Hitokuchi is one bite. Isang subo sa Tagalog. Hitokuchi. So this is ichi, hito. Ichi, hito. Ichi is one. Ichi is one. So how do you write? This is a sample. Okay. So you just need to write it like this. And then you can practice by just doing this one line, one stroke. So ito yung una nating character. This is our first character, ichi. And then hito for kunyomi, the Japanese reading. Hito, hito. Just like the vocabulary hitokuchi. Hitokuchi. One bite. Okay, let's go to our next character. And then, by the way, thank you for the book. We got this from Nihon Ichiban. Okay, so you can check out their website as well. Okay, next is we have this one. This is two strokes, just like having a two lines. So this is read as ni. So ni is a number meaning two. Two, dalawa. Two. So we have the Chinese reading ni, and then we have the kunyomi, which is the futa. Futa. Ang the sample is, for example, in a vocabulary, futari. Futari is two persons. Futa. So, dun ginagamit, no? Yung futa. So, there, we use the futa in making the word futari. So, you just need to add the ri. Futari. So, how do we write this? So, we have here the sample. So, top is much shorter and then the bottom one is the longer one. So, just two strokes. 1, 2. Okay? So, this is, again, the character ni. So, in the number system, diba, we have the ichi, ni, 1, 2. So, what's next? Of course, 1, 2, and then we have the number 3. So, we have the number 3, the next one. So, for that one, we also have the 3 strokes for that. So, 3 lines, no? So, you can easily remember. So, onyomi is san. Ichi, ni, sang. Ichi, ni, sang. 1, 2, 3. And then for kunyomi, the Japanese reading, we have the mitsu. Mitsu. So, we use that. For example, vocabulary, we have mika. Mika is the third day in the calendar for mika. Mika. The third, no? In the calendar. So, we have just like this. So, before we have the 1 line. 2 is 2 lines. And then 3, this one have 3 lines. So, we have 3 strokes, no? 3 strokes. So, you can go back to this video and then you can review fukushu. Okay, so this is the third character. So, very easy, right? You can just, for our first character, 1 line. For ni, number 2 is 2 lines. And then this one, san, has 3 lines for 3 strokes. So if you can see, there is a star in here. Okay. This is the result of adding 1 and 2. So 1 plus 2, so they will become 3. And then again, the sample vocabulary that we have is mika, the third. That is the third day in the calendar, mika. Next, we have 4. Okay, but 4, we have 5 strokes. Okay, so wag malito. We have 5 strokes for 4. So for 4, that is read as she. 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 And then for Japanese reading, which is the kunyomi, we have the yo, you, yon. Okay, yo, you, or yon. For vocabulary, we have shiki, means 4 seasons. No? Shiki, 4 seasons. So how do we write this? This one is the stroke order. No? Kakikata wa kore desu. Kakikata wa eigo de way of writing. Stroke order. So, this is how we write this. So, we have 5 strokes for that. So, before closing the box, you need to write first the windows inside. So, as you can see, there is radicals in here. So, box and human legs. Yung human legs niya nasa loob ng box. So, human legs are inside the box. Then, you can create your she, this character. Okay, next is we have Of course, we have the 5, which is go. No? 1, 2, 3, 4, go. Go. This is the number 5. So we have here go for Chinese reading, onyomi. And then kunyomi is Japanese reading, which is itsu. And then for sample vocabulary, we have the itsutsu, which is 5. Itsutsu. Itsutsu. Let me just remove the comment box. Okay. So please take a look. It looks like the number 5, right? Please look at this one. This character looks like the number 5 of the English alphabet of the radicals. Okay, so here we have the stroke order. It's number 5, but we have only 4 strokes for this. So this is how we write this. Okay. And then the next one we have roku, which means 6. And we have 4 strokes for this. Roku. For onyomi, we have roku. And then Japanese reading kunyomi is mu or mut or moi. For sample word, we have the vocabulary, which is mutsu. 6. This is the ordinal number. 6. 6, but it only have 4 strokes. No? So as you can see in here in this star, it can be written with this one. If you turn them around, oo nga naman, di ba? If you turn them around, you get this kanji, this character. So how do we write this? This is the stroke order. Kakikata wa kore desu, minasan. Yoku mite kudasai ne. Kore wa kakikata. So 4 strokes. じゃあ、1、2、3、4。4 strokes. This is the number 6. Okay, next one. We have the 7. This is the number 7. As you can see, it is a 7 na in-invert, no? It is a 7 inverted. The 7. So this is shichi. Shichi is the Chinese reading. So you call this shichi. Sa numbering of Japanese writing system. And then for kunyomi, we have nana or nano. So for the sample vocabulary, we have the shichigatsu. That is shichi, right? Shichi. Shichigatsu means July. Shichigatsu. So you just need to add the character for month. But of course, we will study that later on. And then we only have 2 strokes for this. Shichi, an inverted 7. So how do we write this? This is the stroke order, minasan. Ichi, ni. Okay. O nga naman, binaliktad na 7. So we have the shichi. Shichi means 7. Next, we have 8. This is 8, but you only have 2 strokes. Very easy. You can do this. So, as you can see, when you are following the shape of 8, you get this character, right? Please look at the star. Yan. So, this is Hachi. Hachi. Remember Hachiko? Yung movie, the movie. Hachiko. This is Hachi. Kunyomi is ya, yat, and you. And sample vocabulary, we have yatsu is 8. Yatsu. Yatsu is 8, but we only have 2 strokes. Left and right. Left first, then right is the next one. So this is how we write it, the stroke order. Okay. So you just need to buy, for example, in Daiso or any math notebook as your practice sheet if you want if you want to practice just like this. Next, we have 9. So 9. As you can see, the shape of a 9 with a little imagination, no? Pag binaliktad din siya. If you invert it and then you will imagine a 9, a shape of a 9. So 9 in Japanese is Q or Ku. Q or Ku. Japanese reading is Kokono. Kokono. For example, we have Kokonoka. Kokonoka is the ninth. Ninth in the calendar. For example, it's May 9 or 9 any. The ninth, no? Kokonoka. Kokonoka. And then 9, but you only have 2 strokes. No? Then, kakikata wa kochira desu. Okay, this is how you write this. Only 2 strokes. 1, 2. So you can practice. You can practice. So this is the Q or Ku. Q or Ku. And the last one for this set, okay, we will just have the 10 characters first. So we have the Ju or Ji. Ju or Ji. And then Kunyomi is To. This is the 10. 10. So we only have 2 strokes. So very easy, Minasan. It's just like writing across, no? Okay, so we have, this is 10. Toka. Toka means the 10th. In the calendar, the 10th. So, Toka. Toka. How to write this just like this. First is the horizontal and then next is the vertical line. So we have that 10. Toka. It's the Ju or Ji. Okay, there you have it. We have the first 10 characters that you need to learn. But this is the first 103. That is why I divided it into a different sets or parts. Okay? So, we still have the remaining 93. So, in our next lessons, we will be studying the remaining characters. This is for Jlpt and 5 Minasan. And if you like this video or live for today, please don't forget to like and share to your friends. And see you on our next video. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. じゃあね、皆様またね。